think Fury needs to just...
This is Jonathan Agger of Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Too Sharp, Denzel Bentley at a matchroom press conference for your boy Ellis Zorro this Saturday. How's things?
Yeah, no, everything's good, man. Yeah, it's different being here, so yeah, it's good.
Ellis Zorro in another great fight with Chev Clarke this time around. What do you think of the fight?
I think it's a good fight, man. I think it's a very good fight. Ellis has been in the gym ever since, we took that loss to Appetite, and there's no shame in that's the best cruiserweight in the country, and obviously he wouldn't say it, but his preparation for that wasn't the best for whatever reason. But yeah, man, that's the best fighter in the division, in the world. So there's no shame in that, and he's come back to a level where he probably should have been at, probably should have gone through. But he's here now, and he gets the chance to experience being at world level, seeing what it takes and what he can take from that, coming back down to a British level and working his way back up. So I think this is a good fight to get back to. Like he said up there, being in a 6th rounder, 8th rounder does nothing for him. He needs something to motivate him again. He knows how good he is, and he hasn't had the chance to show how good he is. So I think this is a great fight to come back to. I think it's motivating, and there's no point in taking them kind of fights to boost your confidence again. It just means you don't really believe in yourself, and he's a fighter that believes in himself.
Is that like a Peacock gym thing? Like when you fought Janibek, you didn't just have like a warm-up fight, you went straight back in there, like you guys just seem to want to just get straight back and not take any warm-ups.
Yeah, no, maybe. I mean, we trained too hard to be fighting 6 or 8 rounders, you know what I'm saying? And plus, obviously, when I came back from Janibek, I was still the champion, so I had to obviously, fulfill my duties. But with Ellis, he isn't the champion. This is a vacant belt, so he could have actually done anything. He's actually chose to, take this opportunity. When it got offered to him, he could have said no, but like you heard Eddie say, he took it within 24 hours. So it just showed. But we worked really hard, and I think 8 to 6 rounders, 8 rounders, or confidence boosters are really a waste of time for the way we train. You know what I'm saying, this ain't a long sport or a long career, so take the opportunities while they're there.
In terms of how the fight goes, I mean, Chev's a good operator, Olympian, but you're 100% confident that Ellis gets this done?
Yeah, no, yeah. You know what, you can never be 100% sure of anything, but I know if the Ellis I know turns up, he can 100% win. But like I said, there's been fights where, I thought someone was going to win it and they didn't, like for whatever reason. But Ellis is a good fighter, and in my head, I feel like I know how this fight is going to go, but I don't want to give anything up yet because I could be wrong. But yeah, from what I've seen, I think Ellis has got this 100%.
See how that goes on Saturday. On to you, a devastating performance against Danny Dignam. What did you make of it? A couple rounds.
Yeah, no, good performance, man. I needed that. Obviously I've said now where my head was at, and I spoke to you privately and stuff like that, so obviously but not everyone knew. But I don't like making excuses, and I didn't want that to be an excuse. I wanted him to enjoy his victory because he worked really hard for it, and I don't want to take nothing away from his performance. But I know, that wasn't a Denzel that turns up for big fights that day when I fought him, and it is what it is. Like I said, he can still enjoy that victory. He is the British champion now, and I didn't want to take that away from him really. But I just needed to come back for myself to show that, look, this is what I do. Do you feel me? Like when I'm right, when I'm 100%, when I've, my head's right, this is what I can do. Danny Dignam is a quality fighter. He had a good amateur career, decent career as a pro. His only one loss was to Janibek, who I also lost to. Obviously the losses were different, but that's just boxing, isn't it? Like he did a different style that Janibek was able to handle better to handle my style. But Danny's a good fighter, and for me to do that to a good fighter puts me right back in position where I was before I lost to Heaney. But if I'd done that in an 8 rounder or 6 rounder to a journeyman, it doesn't mean anything. So I needed that performance, and I'm happy with it.
Did that explain the emotion after the fight? You're really, really excited, and you kind of I guess let out all this sort of frustration. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the last year has been up and down, man. It's been a bit techie for me, but I'm not a guy that makes excuses or complain about things. I take things on the chin and I move forward. You feel me? But the last year has been a bit techie for me. So that was, one of the, obviously apart from the birth of my son, minus the complications, that's one of the good things that's happened to me in the last year. So I was really happy. Yeah.
Moving forward, I spoke to you a couple of months ago, and we mentioned a possible Shane Mosley Jr. fight. You got the Janibek rematch. Has there been any talks, anything in the pipeline?
No talks yet. I know I'm out in July. Waiting to find out what's going on and who and where. Well, not where, but who and what and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm number 3 with the WO now, so my rankings have been pushed right up there. I probably can get one more fight with someone ranked to WO and then probably get an eliminator or final eliminator for Janibek again. So that's the route I want to take, and I'd like another 2 fights minimum this year. I think I can get that. So if the next 2 fights can put me in a mandatory position for a world title next year, then I'd be happy with the year.
In terms of like the domestic guys, would you still be open to fighting any of them, or are you kind of like you're done with that level, move on?
I mean, I've been boxing at domestic level for since 2020. We're in 2024 now. I mean, it'd be nice to move on and go a bit further and do a bit more. But we'll see what's there. I'm not sure what's in store for July. If it has to be another domestic opponent, as long as it boosts my rankings and gets me closer to that world title shot, then yeah, that's all good. But ideally, I'd like to box internationally and try and get that mandatory spot secured for the WO.
Talk to me about Saturday night, Denzel. What did you make of the undisputed fight?
Oh yeah, wow, yeah. That was a fight. It was a fight that was back and forth. I think I heard it might have been Eddie. He said it was like a fight of 3/3, and I kind of agree with that. Because early I had Usyk winning like the first 2 rounds, and then Fury woke up and stopped mucking about, and then was just landing some good shots. He hurt him, didn't jump on him, probably should have jumped on him, but he hurt him, landed some good body shots. You see Usyk taking some deep breaths, and then he just started losing concentration and showboating and mucking about again, and then Usyk just came back and took over. And I think the last round Fury kind of probably could have nicked, but yeah, it was mad. Still, it was a good fight. It was. I didn't expect such a not explosive. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't. It's such an intense fight between 2 mad skilled fighters. I thought it was going to be a lot more technical and skilled, but it was. But it was also like edge of your seat stuff.
A lot of people have been talking about the corner of Fury. Too many voices. With Andy Lee, Sugar Hill, and John Fury. What's your take on that?
I did think that. I think early. I think when I saw them go back to the corner, probably that 2nd or 3rd round, I was like, there's too much going on there. But of course, that's his camp. He knows how it works. They're in the gym together every day, and he probably listens to all them voices every day anyway. So it's all good and well to judge. But if that's how they train, that's how they prepare. That's how they prepare. I didn't hear anyone else telling anyone to keep down. Usually, when there's too many voices in the corner, you might hear one of the cornermen or whoever's in charge to say, "Yo, you lot, let me finish, and then you can speak." I didn't hear that. So they obviously all, that's the way they work. So I don't think that could have been the reason why he lost. But I think it is easier to listen to one voice than obviously 3 or 4. But at the end of the day, that's probably how they work and how they do their things, whatever.
In a rematch, how does it go? What changes does Fury have to make if he's going to beat Usyk?
Concentration. He kept looking at the ring and doing things and showboating and stuff. But I guess that's his style to try and throw fools in front of him. But Usyk wasn't thrown off one bit. He was locked in. He was focused, and if he needed to, he'd step back when you're showboating, go and have your fun and then get back to it. So I think Fury needs to just stay focused and just concentrate for the whole 12 rounds. And when he hurts him next time, jump on him. Otherwise, it's probably going to go the same way. I think Usyk's going to grow in confidence. He knows he can hurt him, and I'm not going to say finish him because Usyk's not that type of guy, but he could have finished him in that fight. But yeah, he's just going to grow in confidence and box a lot more on the front foot. Well, he was anyway, but yeah, man, Fury just needs to concentrate, in my opinion.
Like the legacy of Fury, people are talking about it. Some people are saying that one loss doesn't define anyone, but other people are saying you didn't beat Usyk, you didn't become undisputed champion, you're not an all-time great. What's your take? So,
I mean, he's won every belt there is to win out there, just not at the same time. He's still a great heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? This era, he's definitely top 3. Top 3, he's definitely top 3 of this era. So, I mean, one loss don't define him, but because the loss has come towards the end of his career, everyone's going to remember that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So, he's still a great heavyweight, in my opinion. I think a lot of the talking he's done has made people judge him a little bit more harshly. But like I said, he's won every heavyweight title there is to win out there, just not at the same time. So yeah, I think people are being a bit harsh, but he's definitely a great heavyweight.
A word on Usyk though, going up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, winning all the belts. Like everyone said, you're too small, and what do you make of Usyk?
Just what a man! It's crazy. That's all-time great stuff right there. That's pound for pound #1 right now. undisputed at cruiserweight.
No doubt, no Inoue, no Crawford.
No doubt. I mean, I'm a Crawford guy and I've always put Crawford #1, but you can't deny this, man. To go up to heavyweight and do that at heavyweight after doing that at cruiserweight, and you're beating big guys. You beat the two other best heavyweights in the world, in Fury and Joshua. I mean, listen, man. Yeah, man, and the way he done it, like he beat every champion in their home turf or wherever. Well, Fury was in Saudi, but like to do that without taking a loss, that ain't easy, man. That is not easy at all.
Finally, next week, Wilder Zhang. How do you think it's gonna go?
Depends what Wilder we get, man. Depends what Wilder we get. But the last Zhang we saw was pretty slow against Parker, but he does carry power, so I think we're seeing a knockout, but I don't know which way.
All right, we'll see what happens. Denzel, appreciate your time. Obviously, you're here for Ellis Zorro this weekend, so best of luck to you and the team, and yeah, we'll catch up soon.
That's all.